So hi guys, welcome. It's Lena here, your wellness ambassador. You know I love everything about wellness. Wellness for yourself, your environment and the planet. And today I have a special guest here. Her name is Lisa. She's a yoga teacher. So welcome Lisa.
Thank you, Lena.
She's very inspirational and she always has a smile on her face when she's teaching. And her story is she used to work as a banker and she teaches wellness and well-being through yoga and the arts of dancing. So thank you Lisa for doing this interview today.
Thank you.
And tell
My
us
pleasure.
what's inspired you to do this?
Well, basically all my life I was a dancer. So I was dancing since I was 5 years old. That is my first love. And then along the ways, still I have to go to banking studies and then I have to fulfill my duty studying in a banking and then become a banker later. Alright, so just during this experience, I had a 25 years corporate bankers experience. But then along the ways, I still also doing my passions, which is dancing. Plus, for the last 15 years, I fell in love with yoga. So I become yoga passionate and then kind of mix in between my corporate life, I still doing my balanced life between yoga and dancing.
Lovely.
So I think about 6 years ago, I caught an illness. I was attacked by a second virus in autoimmune, which is attacking my own body. And on that times, half of my body was paralyzed. Okay, so well, for the story short, it's actually the healing process coming by only coming back doing the things that I love, because autoimmune is actually part of the things that you need to heal it for your own self-healings.
Yeah.
So even the doctor recommended me and he asked me questions. What would you do if you want to balance your life on your busy days? And I told him, I used to do dancing and yoga, so when was the last time you do it? I think I was stopped for about 9 months at that time because I was too busy. And then he said, if you really love something as a passion, that's going to create your endorphin, that's going to help your hormones to be balanced again. So if you really love it, you never stop doing it in between your working life. Okay? So you have to keep the balance side equally, because every time you release the adrenaline that keeps the target, the corporate's life is actually on a state of that you have to fulfill your duties. On the other side, you need to release the endorphins that can balance everything. So if you really like something as your passions, please don't stop doing it, even if it's only for 5 minutes.
Yes.
So during those illness times, it's actually pretty bad for me. I caught in the zones like flatliners. So I was dead for about 2 minutes, but then I lived again. So after 6 years, this is my 6 years age as a second life. And then during that turning back point times, I dedicate myself to give reminder to people, especially for my friends that work in the corporate side, with the wellness sessions, with the happiness sessions, just to remind them that you keep your life balance as it is by doing the things that you love, that you're passionate about. So you can release those endorphins and can maintain your happiness for the rest of your life. So it makes me like purpose. So passions that can give you a purpose in life, but you have to remember in between you need to create some actions.
Yes.
So my reminder to my friends, as long as you live, as long as you breathe, you just keep on doing your passions as part of your daily activities, maintain it consistently so you can release those endorphins that can create your antibody also to stop.
Lovely. Okay, so while you've been on this journey, what have been some of the challenges and how have you overcome them?
Life's always been wonderful if we can have all the happiness, right? But during those times when we reach the happiness, there have always been ups and downs. The key is not about how you see and then you go down and then you drown, right? Every times I told my friends, me and your staff is actually the same, we have all the sad and laughters. But how to react with that situation is actually most matters. Behind the scenes of everything that happened to you is actually necessary to be better. And then from those experiences you really learned. If you feel sad, we know that we can be stronger, right? Through that sad periods.
Yes.
And if we are ups and happy times, we need to remember also that, those happy times moments are always temporary. All the feelings that we have, is always very temporary.
Yes.
So that's why if you feel sad, there will be a happiness at the end. But if you feel happy, then at the end there will be also sadness that comes along the way,
Right.
along the journeys.
Yes.
So you always need to react in a positive way, with a
Yes.
mindful state of mind,
Yes.
and then remember, universe setting up everything's for you.
Right.
So all things happen to you is necessary to be happens,
Wow.
and how you react to it is actually the most matters.
Okay, wonderful. So, what is your vision then for the future? For yourself? For maybe what you want to do?
I think having my second life, I'm pretty much living in the now moment, because now is the most time that's actually very powerful in terms that you have everything in now times. Of course, I have my past experience to learn, and then I also think about the little futures investment, but then 90% of my life is actually I'm thinking about now times that how I can feel every breath that I take, and you don't know how long that you're going to live again. Every time you wake up in the morning, you're still breathing, you say thank you that you're still breathing. And then the next thing, you don't know how long you're going to live. Breathing for 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 hours, we never know, right?
Right.
So every single breath that you take, you just take a good intentions, thinking good intentions,
Yes.
fulfill your duty as it is,
Yeah.
and then try to live with your purpose. You choose your purpose of life, and then you
Yeah.
try to live with it for every breath you take.
Okay.
And then just go step by step.
Okay, so one last question. So, what can you give everybody watching this video? What advice would you give them? One tip.
Just keep your passions alive. Keep on doing it every day. Have a time for yourself also to reunite it with your mind, body, and souls. 24 hours, usually we will be serving our times for others, for our husband, for our kids, families, and friends. But remember, you need also to coming back to you and love yourself first before you give love to others. That's my tips. Stay
Awesome.
happy, stay healthy.
Awesome. So thank you, Lisa, for
Thank you,
doing this
Lina.
interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, viewers, for listening. I'll be writing more about Lisa and how you can get in touch with her and know more about what she's doing. Just keep tuning in to Wellness and Wellbeing for your tips on living a healthy and happy life. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Hee 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 hee. Namaste.